Okay, so here we are at another episode of The Walking Dead. I think now we're actually at the midway point of this small mini season. Not that much in the way of zombies. People have actually been complaining that there's less zombies and it's more of just the actual human drama, people trying to survive in a world overtaken by zombies. And again, you get a lot of this. You do get a lot of this. I mean, you get a lot of exposition, a lot of people talking, a lot of dialogue. Shane and Otis are still at the high school trying to get the supplies out while they're entirely surrounded by zombies. You have Daryl finally shows up to the mini makeshift hospital where Carl's being treated. So again, you have three different locations. You have the RV where they're still trying to find Sophia. That doesn't change. They're still trying to find Sophia. Norman Reedus goes out and tries to find Sophia at night. No luck. He does have a very fantastic story about how when he was younger, and he actually survived for 7 days, eating berries and wiping his deadly regions with poison oak. And he was quite eloquent in how he described the later sensations that he felt in his more tender of areas. Huge discussions about, would you be better off dead or alive given the current situation of essentially struggling to survive and hoping to not watch your friends and loved ones be torn apart by armies of zombies. So you end up having that conversation going on while Norman and his compatriot are trying to find Sophia, and while the sheriff and his wife are discussing what's going on with Carl. And probably one of the most horrifying scenes actually has to deal with Carl. And then there's more else like, you have to operate with him the equipment. At the very last minute, Shane does show up, and he's like, yeah, Otis didn't make it. And it's not until the very end where you're watching Shane shave his head. That's also the opening scene, where Shane is actually reliving Otis's last moments. And as they're both trying to make it out, they both have one bullet apiece. And that's when Shane shoots Otis in the leg and then bludgeons him and leaves him for dead to be torn apart by the zombies. And that's a pretty vicious, pretty brutal scene. When it's him and Otis put his life on the line to make sure that Shane could at least make it out of the school with most of the supplies. Shane kind of twists his ankle, and there's no way that the two of them, using each other like Weekend at Bernie's style, are going to be able to make it out. So Shane leaves Otis essentially to die, so that way he can escape. But they go into Carl, and Carl seems like he might actually pull through. Like I said, I think we're at like the halfway point of this small story arc. And it does seem like, hopefully they find Sophia. If they find Sophia, then they've got everyone they need, everyone's all patched up, they've got all the supplies they need, then they'll keep on moving again. And so like in the last episode, you essentially have your three different locations. You have the makeshift hospital farmhouse, where great dialogue, really fantastic drama. It is the epitome of what it takes for humans to survive. Then you have the high school, which is just teeming with zombies. That's the bulk of your zombies this time, as well as the RV stuck on the highway. If you're looking for a bunch of zombies, you're better off to kind of skip to the last 10 minutes. And that's you'll see your most amount of zombies. If you want to see the actual human elements in the drama, by all means, this entire episode is just absolutely overflowing with them.